Hello again, and this is some subject, even tough subject about the music industry. Sorry, but you can see that pretty most artists did not write the songs by themselves because, but it's very obvious that if you get signed to account for major labels, that you don't get sidewalk lyrics to write. Something new on the song has always been here since the 50s because the entertainment industry has never been there just to entertain. Again, I'm not talking it's not about the music of artists. Yes, said I'm good, but many don't look about the purpose of the band. They actually what's that for. And if you look a little behind the story of bands like the Beatles or the Bee Gees, then you will be shocked. Everyone's had in the album covers here, and even hidden in their songs. So if you really think they were heroes, they were great people, then you don't really know who they really were. Because industry, Hollywood want the plans were to make them look like heroes, and that pretty working people, and pretty all of us fell for it. But some have really closely on what's behind the curtains. Just was one example, Mark Devlin. Check him out. He does searches, and I would say they are better than mine. But also his end with it all from here controlled. There are many here of them that great messages here about musicians like Pink Floyd or Bob Marley. With music, Bob Marley has music, but who knows? But it doesn't mean that he wasn't also controlled. I mean, look all his life and I honestly don't think that he died from cancer. Yeah, then and also question mark, did he die at all? Because you may laugh over it, but reality has remained. I mean, for Pink Floyd, I've always found it strange that both singers, David Gilmour and Roger Waters, always sound the same. There's no distinction between those two voices. There must be if there isn't a deeper secret behind that. I also realized about the pretty much less known band called The Hooters. The music is pretty okay, but I also pretty much that both singers of the band also sound the same. Isn't that? About something. I'm pretty sure that Paul, everything's new. I really believe that Paul McCartney did die in 1966 because how the Beatles changed afterwards and looks like a replacement, and there are a lot of people which did not really. I like, Tupac. I think if you look, let's say, there's a rapper who looks exactly like Tupac and even sounds exactly like him, Freddie Gibbs. And you have just underestimated that. But what if he actually is Tupac and now new name? Most people, they may just be characters and doesn't have different names. I'm not really saying now who is who. I don't know that, but there are a lot of people. So who actually wrote them? Who actually sang them? Who actually sang that? But it came pretty in every genre that his music is usually given to the wrong composers, and to lie about song. I mean, we can pretty even see, for example, that Elvis never wrote any of his songs. And I think we can go even deeper than that. Even in rap. I mean, in rap, while, for example, in rap says focuses more on the lyrics, and like in other genres. But that also is about that if you look at examples that Eminem or people like that they did not write the song stuff. I really don't stress that because I don't listen to that music anymore, but in rap some maybe the biggest is about who wrote which lyrics, and most of them were not written by the rappers themselves. They also are puppets and just performers, not artists. Not saying that there are people that aren't talented people, but as soon as they try to get their own lyrics, and let's say will lose fame and eventually may end up getting killed. If you look at people, there most certainly are rappers who have their own lyrics, but they are not found in the mainstream. So, the average rap fan wouldn't even do with someone who actually speaks truth about this world, not only about general what's going on, like odd TV saying, just another conspiracy theorist. Things we puts it in rap form. Well, that happens if people lack of critical thinking. There are playing music. For example, also nice example about many classical composers. There's no doubt that Bach was a great composer. He was among the best ever, but now the question remains: did he compose all that? Was he actually a real person? You don't know. Back then, no phone. So there is a possibility that Bach never lived, but it was by others who made up a character. Sorry that I have to get that deep, but what do you want to have remain with a closed mind and possible? Again, I will say it again. It's not about music. Talking about who made great music, but the question if it was really made by them, who we always thought that it was made. That is a question. And also another fact is that so many composers here that were played with long hair that I'm not against it, but was this really a coincidence, or were just many of them just trannies? I see a chance that many of them were. Deeper, I'm not one of those videos because those who videos them, but they usually won't do anything else. But when there's so many to expose here, things are supposed to be in science or something. But even here we see that usually things aren't the way we think they were. Okay, even if some great composition is about that, even if shown talent, now the question is who was behind that? Usually words are put into people's mouths. For example, about Charles Darwin. In his evolution theory is accepted his best theory about how the Earth was created. But a reality means that it wasn't even, this theory didn't exist until a bit less than 200 years ago. And even further is that he himself didn't call it the explanation of how the world was created. Darwin himself didn't. Believe it or not, it was all scientists who put those words into his mouth. I don't know what now, really, what he really want, what he really believed, but fact remains that usually words are mouth because they can't do shit about that, because they're just puppets. They have no control of their lives anymore, which is really sad. It's important to remain free, and it doesn't work the way if you work in the entertainment industry. So be awake and have an open mind and research everything. Also don't research everything. Also don't accept everything I just told here, because you need to research it. Bye. This video was a bit long enough, it wasn't. Maybe it's half as long, but I got very deep into it. So, but now, bye, and have a nice day.